All right. They're going to announce the PS5 stuff here soon, so we got to get our predictions in.
I know, right. So what's your prediction?
I am predicting that we are going to see Spider-Man 2 with Miles Morales and Peter Parker Spider-Man in it. That's my prediction. That's about all I can come up with right now.
Okay.
What about you?
My prediction is backwards compatibility.
But they kind of already said, so what do you mean? Like, what are you predicting? Backwards compatibility with what?
All of it. Everything.
Everything? Well, after that, one of us was right.
Yep.
I'm disappointed it was me. I wanted you to be right.
Yeah, but backwards. Well, it still might happen in some
Yeah, because in all honesty, the whole show was basically just trailers for games and then a little view of the system and nothing else. Not a price. Nothing.
But we did get looks at lots of games.
Yes, there was a lot of really cool stuff they showed off, and we watched it all. And of course, we're going to talk about our 5 favorite things they announced because there was a lot there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to talk about Returnal.
No.
We're not going to talk about Demon's Souls remake because that's a thing, or Destruction All Stars, which they look cool.
They look really cool.
But so let's talk about our 5 favorite things that we saw there.
Count down our top 5 favorites. Let's start with Bug Snacks.
Okay. The studio that made Octodad is making a game called Bug Snacks, where you have all these different creatures in the world that look like bugs, but made of food.
Yeah.
And then you eat them, and your
become
body...
the food.
You become what you are what you eat! And it was funny. Like the whole joke about the wiener hands not being able to hold stuff, and he dropped the lantern and lit the town on fire.
I have to say, a lot of the games pushed in this really surrealist direction where, lots of morphing of reality and all that kind of stuff going on. And
a lot of things to me felt like they were taking on the aesthetic or feel of like Control or Alan Wake.
Oh yeah.
But this game was cartoony, it was silly, it had a simple kind of mechanic that could lead to some really complex puzzle solving.
And silly stuff.
It was funny looking. I am down for that. I want something really lighthearted and fun. What's the next one?
Our next one is Resident Evil Village.
Which is 8, because if you look closely,
there it was.
There's an 8 in there.
Yeah.
So this is like directly going off of 7 Biohazard. It's got that first person view, but like there was a gothic castle going on.
Yeah, it's very, very out of character for Resident Evil. When it started, I'm like, it kind of gave me Resident Evil vibes.
But then it went weird places, and it's like, no.
Yeah, but it's going to be like the final, part of the Chris Redfield story.
Hold on, though.
Yeah.
But is it out of character?
No, not terribly, no.
Yeah, because that gothic castle and everything
started with the first game, right?
It did with the mansion, and went back to 8 also, or 5, which was also a Chris Heavy game, but looks cool, and I'm sure you're down for it 100%.
Oh my god, yeah, and if they take advantage of the VR with it again, very exciting.
Right. Yeah. Some nice jump scares and everything probably too. Next up we have
Ratchet and Clank
Rift Apart. So this was weird because like Ratchet and Clank, they kind of rebooted it.
Yeah, pretty much. They made a game that really kind of reflected a lot of the humor and stuff going on with the movie that had come out.
Right, which was kind of based on the first game. On the PS2, but now they're doing like a brand new game, and there's this, as we talked about, world reality bending thing where rifts are opening to different planets, and it looks like we can travel that way. We can manipulate the portals to manipulate the environment.
They used it in as simple a way as like you can pull like a part of the world towards you, so you could like.
Or you're pulling yourself towards that world.
I'm not sure how it works. And then there's this whole thing where you're like, the enemies are obviously using it as well, and then it's gonna tie, I think, all the previous games back. Because I think that whole thing with the Kraken and whatnot might have been the booty one. Hunt for Booty? Was that the name of the game? I really doubt it. It might be.
Hold on.
I don't know. It's up on the screen right now. That's all I know.
Quest for Booty. That was the name of the game. It was the name of the game. Quest for Booty.
Thank goodness.
Listen.
Hey, it's cool. I think this is one of the things that really takes advantage of the PlayStation 5's ability to load stuff really fast. They're talking about this, SSD they have built into the thing, and the ability to like load different crazy areas all at once.
Yeah.
Probably would be impossible on current hardware.
Right, and because like there was very little time between going through the portal from one place to the other, and they like showed that in the beginning, and it was a nice showcase of what the game was about and what it was doing, and possibly the hardware if that's actually how it's going to work.
Yeah,
I mean they said everything was running on PS5, so here's hoping. Next up
is Project Athia.
Yes, so something from Square Enix.
Yeah, at first it looked Final Fantasy-ish.
Yeah, but
and then it looked like something else. There's still a weird Marlboro thing jumping out of the.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
It could be Final Fantasy related ultimately, but who knows? Yeah.
Well, it's got Project in the name, so that's not the final title.
I know. We were so close to thinking it was a Tomb Raider game.
Because but then
it just had the aesthetic, right?
It also had a Nier aesthetic, where everything was kind of like brown and dirty and like.
But then it turned into this kind of almost Recore looking style like platformer with all kinds of crazy,
I don't know
combat in it. It looks insane. Yeah.
Square, you have hurt me many times in the past.
But they can do great things when they try.
When they try with other studios. Our number one, Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Was it even a surprise that was no.
I'm a little surprised it wasn't just Spider-Man 2, and they called it Spider-Man Miles Morales, because I don't know if it's a direct sequel, because truth be told, we really didn't have any games with, like, numbers in them.
No.
Like, there weren't really, like, we didn't get any sequels with, like, the straight-up number in it. Even Horizon.
Even
Horizon. So I'm wondering, is this a direct sequel, or is it just a straight-up Miles side story, or what are we doing? Are we going to then bring Peter and Miles together? But anyway, I'm kind of like nerding.
You're Spider-Versing.
I'm Spider-Versing. Sorry. I'm so excited for this, because Spider-Man on the PS4 was so good. Everybody in the Nerdstrodamus family has played it.
And loves it.
Like, you can ask any of us. It's an amazing game. Spectacular, even. Friendly neighborhood.
Peter Parker.
Sensational. Sorry. I can't stop. But if you give us more of that, I am pumped for it. And you brought it up, though, and I'm wondering, what suits are they going to give us? Because we got so many of them.
In that first game.
Are we just going to get those suits again, or are we going to get some new stuff? Because Miles has his iconic suit and not a lot of variation like Peter has had.
And maybe they'll do something kind of different with this one, though, in general, the whole aesthetic of the game.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it reminded me a lot of Infamous Second Son.
That's actually what I thought the trailer was.
I did too.
Kicked in, something about heroes, and you see the arm, and there's electricity, and I'm thinking...
Yeah, it looked Infamous.
Infamous game.
But I mean, no, we're getting Spider-Man.
Full-on Spider-Man.
And I am perfectly fine with that. As a Spider-Man fan, I'm pumped. You're pumped. Punk's pumped, probably. Slow Tad's pumped, probably.
Dad's pumped.
Dad's pumped. We're all pumped in Nerdstrodamus for more Spider-Man. Let us know in the comments what you were excited for.
There's so much.
There was. I mean, we didn't really talk about Horizon, but that was still there, and that looked really, really cool. And there was that weird sci-fi one with the cat and the girl and the moon, and
there's Pragmata and the
and the one with the cat simulator.
Stray.
Yes.
Cat simulator.
But let us know in the comments what you were most excited for, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But I'm Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
And we'll see you in the next generation.